colleagues, who I'm sure some of you have met over the past 4 weeks of the campaign. To my left-hand side, Richard Botin, and straight in front of me, my other right-hand man, Jaden Chung. The contract that has been on display for the past half hour is a straightforward document and authorises Ray White Werribee here for your spirit of bidding today. All of that land in the attached copy of title, volume 11285, folio 954, together with any improvements better known to you and I as number 8 Talisker Street here in Tarneit. It's inclusive of all existing fixed floor coverings, electric light fittings, curtains and blinds. The terms we are calling for today are either a 5 or 10% deposit. If you have made any other arrangements with either Jaden or Richard to my left-hand side, those will be honoured here today. The settlement terms we are looking for is 30, 45 or 60 days. Attached to the vendor statement, better known to you and I, is a section 32, which is the certificate of title and shows the land dimensions to be approximately 320 square metres of land. So ladies and gentlemen, as I said, a very straightforward contract of sale indeed. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with the rules and the regulation of a Schedule 1 auction, which states the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available prior to the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. So what this does mean, ladies and gentlemen, if this contract hits my hand, there will be no late bids, and you're back to realestate.com and back to Jaden and back to Richard phoning you on Monday. And let me assure you, as you've done your research in the market, there's nothing like 8 Talisker Street here on the market. The vendors have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids made to disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders from attempting others to bid and provides fines for this conduct. The words I will use to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the owners are vendor bid, and only I as the auctioneer can do so. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we've got through the rules and regulations of today's auctions proceedings, I did want to take a moment to talk about the property of what one successful purchaser is going to be securing today. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 320 square metres of land. You've got a double car lock-up garage, beautifully freshly painted. The words we've been hearing during the last 4 weeks of this campaign is, can we make offers prior to the auction? Well, ladies and gentlemen, now's your opportunity here today. I'm not going to go on about, because I'm sure you want to enjoy the beautiful weather with your family this afternoon, but what's that price you'd love to pay? Where do we go from here? In your hands now, happy to start the bidding off. The quote range has been 530 to 580. Anywhere at all, opening start, bid to get us underway. Where do we go from here? Did I forget to mention how quiet the street is? Someone start me on. Where do we go? 530 to 580. Anywhere at all? 530, paddle 25. Ladies and gentlemen, I did forget to mention, and I do apologise, that we have got auction live reporters here, reporting live, and we have got a phone bidder on as well. So if you have any family or friends that want to join auction reporters on YouTube, jump online, and we are streaming live. At 530,000 with the opening bid there, at number bid, paddle 25, 530, looking for the next bid at 550. Where do we go from here? At 530,000, 530,000. Where do we go? First call. 540. 540. Said 550, sir. Can you come to 550? I'm taking 20s from now. 550, there we go. And your competition, and the next bid to be 570. What do you say? At 550,000 on the right-hand side, 550, 500. What do you say? 70 at all? Anywhere in the crowd?
555, Alex, or not?
No, we're taking 20s. 570,000 to be the next bid, 560, I'll allow it. At 550,000 on the right-hand side, we'll drop the incremental rides by $10,000
Try another 10
to give you the opportunity. At $550,000 now for the first call, at $550,000 on the right-hand side. Second call at $550,000.
560.
560, welcome to the bidding.
560
At 560, sir. Think of your next bid. They're at 560 on the left, 570 to invite you back in. What do you say? And as well as you, Jaden, with your phone bidder. At 560,000 on the left-hand side, 560, 570, looking for it now. At $560,000, ladies and gentlemen, for the first, second, third and final call at 560,000 on the left-hand side.
Try another 10.
I'll give you a moment to think about it, sir. What do you say? 570? All eyes are on you. At 560 to the left, 70 now. And think of your next bid, guys, because once it goes to 570, I'll ask for 580. At 570,000 now, what do you say? 70? 60? We're at 60 on the left, 70 to put you back in front. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Sir, bid of paddle 21, what do you say? At $560,000 on the left-hand side, bargain buying at this, jump on realestate.com. I'm happy to filter through it with you. There's nothing on the market at that level. At $560,000, I'll call it down 3 times and 3 times only. For the first call, at $560,000. Second call, $560,000. For the third, final call.
We take a 5?
I'm happy to invite a 5,000. At 560,000, I'll lower the incremental rise to $5,000 and invite you back in. What do you say? I'll give you a moment to think about it, sir. At 560,000, sir, and I'll give you ample opportunity if I was selling your home as well, and if someone beats your bid, I will give you that chance as well. At 560,000, sir, can I invite you back in for 5? Meet me halfway. Turn the key, move in, settlement comes, you move your furniture in, there's nothing to do. 560, 5 more thousand. For the first call, at 560,000. For the second call, at 565. There you go, guys. There's your competition. 70 if you like. At 565,000, 70. Where do we go? Sir, have they knocked you out? Or you thinking and you're coming in at the end with the Mike Tyson knockout punch? At 565,000 on the left-hand side here. Absolute bargain buying at this, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we go? 565,000 is the bid with paddle 18 on my left-hand side. 565. There it is. It needs to go this way, not this way. At 565,000, ladies and gentlemen, if I let you know we are on the market and selling, does that help? Any bid here moving forward will buy the home. At 565,000, sir, invite you in for another 570, or your competition here, happy to, where do we go? 565. You've come all this way. For a $5,000 bid, you're going to let them take the home. It's your opportunity. At 565. First call, 565, and on the market and selling, make no mistake about it. At 565,000. Second call, at 565,000. For the third, final call, 570,000. Can I confirm? Paddle 5, strong bid, 575 to put you back in front in your competition, sir. At 570,000, don't think about it. It's still good value at this level. I'm sure you've done your research. Unless you want to expect a call from Richard or Jaden on Monday, letting you know that there's nothing like it on the market at this price point. Everything is 6+. At $570,000 now, and happy paddle 17 for you to come back in with a $1,000 cheeky bid if you like, and participate in this tremendous auction here today. At 570,000 for the first call. Second call, 570,000. No late bids will be accepted, ladies and gentlemen. At 570,000, we are selling $1,000. We're on the market. Any money's good money. Paddle 18 and 572 come straight back in. What do you say, guys? 571 to the left-hand side, 572 or 575? Give them the Mike Tyson knockout punch. Your call. At 571, 575. What do you say? Or 72 if you like. At 571,000, 72, sir. What do you say? I'll give you a moment to think about it, and I'll come to the right-hand side of the crowd because this gentleman here strikes me as though he's going to come in right at the end when I'm calling it 3 times. But sir, now's your opportunity. Knock your competition out. Make yourself known. There's good real estate buying at this level. Walk down the end. Kick the footy with the kids. Kick the soccer ball. Your choice. At 571,000, bit of paddle 18, and I will call it down 3 times over. For the first call, at 571,000. For the second call, at 571,000. For the third, final call, no late bids, 72, 73, sir. Let's pick up the bidding and the pace. What do you say? 72, you can't let him knock you out in a $1,000 bid? All eyes are on you, paddle 18. Where do we go? 572 with paddle 5. Paddle 2, paddle 18. What do you say? 572 here. And still watching, sir. 572. 572. 0, 0, 0. At 572,000, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be no late bids. I'll call it down 3 times. Once the contract hits my hand, you will come inside, sign an unconditional contract with either Richard or Jaden. So for the first call, 572,000. For the second call, at 572,000. For the third, final call, at 572,000. We are selling. Sir, need your instructions. No late bids will be accepted. Are you going to give him the keys with a $1,000 bid? Your call. I'll give you 30 seconds to think about it. Sir, you're really not coming in, are you? You're really smiling. I know you want the house. $1,000 bid puts you back in front.
You take $500?
We're taking 5s and we'll take no less than 500. 572, 500. 572, 500, and I'll invite you back in for another $500 bid. Send the same courtesy to you guys, and also to you, sir, as well. At 572, 500. 572, 500's a call. 572, 500. The more you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, the more you make sense. The worst thing here to do today would be walk away from the auction and knowing that someone could speak to you for $500. And sir, I like the strategy, I must admit. At $572,500, someone please come in with a Mike Tyson knockout punch and take us to 80. What do we say? I'm in your hands, or play the strategy of number 2 and come in for another $500 bid. Your call. At 572, 500, 000. What do you say? 572, 500. Sir, happy for you to get involved at the back. You're just spectating, understandable. I'd be wanting to see me call an auction too. At 572, 500 for the first, second, third and final call. No late bids will be accepted. We are selling. At 573,000, 573,500, what do you say? Quick bid's a good bid, sir. Scare your competition. Defeat them now. Your choice. I'll give you a moment's time to think about it. At 573,000 down. 573. 573. And discussion's going on the left-hand side. 573. Here we go. For the first call at 573,000. For the second call at $573,000, ladies and gentlemen. For the third, final call, no late bids will be accepted. We are selling. Another 500. Sir, you're making me work for it. I'm going to undo the button because I'm starting to break a sweat. At 573, 500. Someone round me off to an even number, please. At 573, 500, what do you say? 573, 500. 574 to put you back in front. May even buy you the home. Someone's going to be very disappointed with these $500 bids today. At 573, 500, bid a paddle 18. I'll give you a moment to think about it, guys. And if you are thinking of selling your property and you'd love to recreate the same result for you, give Jaden, myself, Richard Botin a call. We'd love to represent you in the sale of your property. At 573, 500 with bid a paddle 18. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, on the market and selling. No late bids will be accepted. 573, 500, first call. For the second call, third and final call. 574, sir, round me off at 575. What do you say? The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Get on the phone, jump on the phone to the bank manager. Tell him to extend the limit. 574, your competition. I'll give you a moment to think and I won't jump in your face. At 574,000, ladies and gentlemen. 574. 574. Where do we go from here? At $574,000. Think about it. Nothing to do here, sir. Turn the key. Move your furniture in. 574 on the right hand side. 574, 500. Just put you back in front. What do you say? Or would you like me to call it down 3 times? You give me the 5 anyway. Temptation's yours. I'm giving you the opportunity now. Before I call it 3 times, 574 here, 574, 500 with you. What do you say? All eyes are on you, sir. I do this for a living. At 574,000 for the first, second, third and final call at $574,000. We are selling 575 and changes the strategy. Comes in with another 1,000. Can I give you a suggestion? Knockout, Mike Tyson punch, come out at 580. What do you say? 575 here. Mike Tyson knockout punch. What do you say? Might work, might not, but at least you'll make you pay more money. At 575,000 now for the first, second, third and final call. No late bids will be accepted, ladies and gentlemen. We are selling 576. We're at 575 now. 575 with paddle 18. 576 or 575, 500 to put you back in front. What do you say? I'll leave it with you for a moment's time. 575, $500. So, how defeated will you be if you walk home today, jump in the car with your family, and realise you missed out on a $500 bid? Stretch the auction muscles, go to 580, show them you want the home, and it might just work. I can tell you and assure you, I do these every Saturday. Stretch the muscles. 555, 500, 580. Where do you go, sir, from here? At 555, 500 here. Anyone else? If anyone else is waiting, I did mention we are on the market in Sally, and no late bids will be accepted. 555, 500 for the first call at $555,500. For the second call, $555,500, sir. 576. I'll tell you what, you're making me work today and stressing me out, sir. Get the race manager on the phone, stretch it to 580 on the next bid. Please start thinking about your next bid from here. Another 500, Richard. We're at 576. 576. Another 500, put you back in front. 576. And I already can them. They're going to come back in for another 500. Can I get your confirmation? If they do, can we go another 500? Speed the auction up, knock the competition out. What do you say?
It's a good sunny day to work.
It's a fantastic sunny day, but not if you're in my suit. At $576,000 for the first, second, third and final call. We are selling
578.
578, sir, and I told you to think of your next bid. 580, knock them out. What do you say? 578, 580. Round me off. Your opportunity. 578, 580. Let's get the option and keep it moving. We are on the market, sir. The more you shake your head this way, that's not going to help you. At $578,000, sir. 578 with paddle 5. Richard's waving around bit of paddle numbers. I'm going to get confused. At paddle 5, 578. 578, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit, this is my last option for the day. I'm happy to keep screaming. I absolutely love it. But at 578, someone has to miss out. At 578,000 for the first, second, third and final call. No late bids will be accepted here moving forward. We are selling. Sir, confirmation in or out? No. 585, 500. And again, your competition, guys. Your strategy is working. Round me off to 580. Your competition, I'll give you 30 seconds time with Richard to have a chat. And this gentleman rode his bike here to watch me do an auction. Absolutely thrilled and very humbled, sir, must I say. At $585,500. 578,500. 578,500. 578,500. Round me off to 580,000, Richard. And Jaden, please start talking with this gentleman what his next bid is going to be. He seems to love to make me call it down 3 times.
500.
Another 500. Sir, I told you we're going to get to 580 anyway. Round me off. 579, 580. In your hands. 579, 580. Your opportunity. At 579,000 now, ladies and gentlemen. 579. The wife's looking at you. Give him the nod. At 579,000, round me up to 580. I'm happy to call it down 3 times. I'm sure you'll jump in anyway. 579,000. 579, sir, 000. I want to hear 580,000. That'll give you a moment to think. I understand the pressure you're under. Your wife is giving you a little bit. 579. 579,000, ladies and gentlemen, and happy to welcome in any other bidders in the crowd. 579. $579,000 for the first call at 579. Second call at 579,000 for the third final call. 580,000, sir. The smile should be big because I did tell you we were going to get there. At 580,000, and I love the $1,000 bid back. At 580,000, another 1,000 to put you back in front, or lowest incremental rise of $500. At $580,000 now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first call at 580. Second call at $580,000. For the third and final call, sir, can I invite you in for 1,000? Remortgage the house. Jump in now. At 580,000, bid a paddle 18. For the third, final call.
$500.
$500. 580, 500, sir. Don't walk away on me just yet. You did that before. Wait for the calls and I'll wait for you to come and re-engage. At $580,500, sir. If you think he's pushing it, jump onto realestate.com. With me right now. I can assure you he's buying at fair value. At 580,500, sir, 581, put you back in front, speak to your wife, your daughter's already picked her bedroom. Up to you, at $580,500. I'd hate to be you and tell your daughter this afternoon that she can't pick her bedroom. She'll be very disappointed, but your call from here. At 580,500, guys, how are we going here? So he's going to be there calling you this afternoon, trying to find you another property.
Don't walk away just yet.
581.
At
Walk away, 581.
$580,500. Looks like you defeated the competition for the first, second, third
Another
and final
500?
call, sir.
Before you get into the car.
We are selling another 500. What do you say?
Yeah,
Last bid. Thank you for your bidding, and please give the underbidders a round of applause, or should I say the successful bidders. Don't run away just yet. At $580,500, we'll call it down 3 times, and sir, they've left the auction. Congratulations, temporarily. At $580,500, we are selling. No late bids will be accepted. Sir, are you sure you're out? Finished? Done? Good luck on the next one. Sold to you. Congratulations. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations.
Good job. Wow.
Congratulations. All right, come on inside.